guys, I've been doing a TV station tutorial for Timmy's a while back and it turned out to be a successful video, so I'm gonna do it for Armory as well, especially because we have secure up, so it might be the right timing. This is not gonna be a gameplay video, so if you want to see gameplay, then maybe you need to watch for something, look for something else on my channel. So challenges and struggles of Armory map. The map itself, it's pretty small. It means that regardless of where you spawn from the radar station, basically you can see everything. There are not big distances, and this makes it challenging, fun, frustrating, because you can be sniped, from basically everywhere, except if you go into the armory itself, into the bunker. That's like a map within a map. And it's really hard to decide whether you want to be a sniper on armory or whether you want to pick up like an SMG or AR, because it really depends on what you're going to do on the map. So that's going to define your loadout. Hot zone, definitely. Gas station is one of the hot zones. Let's switch back to this one and make it redito. So gas station, definitely one of the hot zones outside. We don't have a spawn at the mine, but we have one at the barn back here. We have another one here. I don't want to jump forward and talk about the spawns, but basically what I'm trying to say is that these people here and these and even these, it often happens that they decide to go to the gas station, or at least look at the gas station, instead of going to the bunker at the beginning. Why is that? In the past, we had a safe here, a free safe. Now we still have that free safe, but it's an electric safe, so I'm not sure if it's like that hyped anymore. But this is one of the hot zones outside. The other one, I would say, is, let's say, this area. The reason why I'm marking this area and not the barn is because nobody is usually running to the barn. People spawning on barns sometimes are, checking the area, because these guys here, maybe they spawn over here, they start running towards bunker, and then it's a good target for these folks to snipe them. And it's also a hot zone because these people are going to do the same. They run behind the rock and then they position themselves somewhere here and start monitoring like this area, and also the shooting range, and also the radar station, because it really depends on how the other enemies are moving. Because if the barn team is running like this over to staging area, then they're gonna meet each other easily. That's what I'm saying. So this is, in my opinion, a pretty hot zone. Next hot zone is definitely radar station, because whoever is controlling the radar station is going to have the chance to snipe the map. I'm not sure if it's going to be accurate, but these are the two sniper spots which are going to help you to secure or overwatch the broken entrance. From here you can see the other entrances to the bunker. So these are nice spots, especially these are going to be your favorites if you are sniping. So I'm going to zoom in, because the next hot zone is going to be this part, which is basically, those places where you can enter armory, but due to the locked doors, you cannot instantly access or instantly get into the armory. Therefore, here it often happens that you're going to get into fights. Here on the broken side, it can be that you are the first team arriving. Actually, you have two spawns here. Another one somewhere here. I know it's not accurate, don't blame me for that. But it can happen that both teams are going to run to this location. It can happen that this team instantly runs to the bunker. I know it's getting messy again because of the colors. It can happen that the radio station team is also running to this location. And then you're going to have a big fight here. Same applies on the other side. So it can happen that everybody is rushing this door here, this team as well. And then obviously, they're going to clash. Also, the radar station team or any of the teams can basically decide to pick any of the entrances. So this guys, this is at least early game one of the areas which is going to be like super dangerous, because whoever's getting into the armory is, let's say, gonna beat the map or win the game, because most of the loot is within the bunker, within the armory. So let's talk about that for a second of what happens if you manage to enter, or what usually happens. You have 3 entrances, and this is the first floor. So I'm going to talk about that. You can enter here, where you have the tanks on the left-hand side. Actually, if you enter, they are on the right-hand side. Called as the garage or artillery. And to open this door, you're going to need 1 minute. This is a dangerous one because people from radar station can see you. You are pretty much out in the open. So if you decide to take this entrance, then I would advise you to take smoke bombs before you enter. Just smoke the door, and then it's somewhat safer to get in. So that's one entrance, and it takes 1 minute to get into the bunker if you take this one. The other one is like the broken wall or broken entrance, usually referred to as the broken entrance. It's actually here. How is this map designed? I can't see it properly. Okay, anyways, so here we have a room. This is pretty much fucked up, but here we have a room. Here's the entrance, and then you run inside and you have the switch here on the wall. For this one, the switch is right next to the door. You run inside, you flip the switch, and then there's this room here. Usually people wait in this room until this door opens. I hope it makes sense. I hope you are a person who can visualize it, or at least somewhat know the map or seen this door. This entrance takes 1 minute and 40 seconds. Usually, what happens is that these 2 doors are the ones that are being opened. It rarely happens that the mid door is also opened and controlled by a third team. Whoever is opening this one could actually enter here on the left side or on the right side. So I wouldn't say that this is a good entrance, especially not because the whole middle area is full of bots like this. Maybe not that many, but when you enter here, it's going to be really hard to get into instant cover. So I would, especially if you are new to Armory, I would encourage you to use one of the side entrances. Here's the switch, I think on this wall, but somewhere in this room, there's a switch. And then here you have another switch. Don't use it early game, okay? Unless you know what you are doing, because this is a switch that enables one of the extracts, which you may need later in the game. But I'm gonna get back to that when I talk about the extracts. So don't avoid using the middle entrance. That's what I'm trying to say. From a loot perspective, I think the best entrance is the broken wall, because you have 2 free saves on this side. Which color should I use? Maybe yellow. So this is a free save, and this one as well. This is really close to the entrance, so you enter, and then first you just turn to the left, and then the second room to the right. And this one is also free here at the back. And then you have a third save, which is behind a locked door. Those people who enter from this side, since there are no saves on this side, sometimes they run in and instantly take the stairs to go down into the basement. And here on the left, you can see the basement area. So you're gonna end up, running down here, and this is the best room you can open. It's the blue key card room with an electric safe. You can have red items on the table, and then right next to it you have another free safe. And I know I didn't cover the safes outside, but we're gonna get back to that. And there's more. So after you are securing the bunker and you know that there's nobody else inside, you can try to open the retro safe, which is on the second floor. So you need to go upstairs and then run into the middle area. Do that only if you are safe, because it takes 1 minute to open the retro safe. And if there are enemies, other people, bots around you, then you're going to have a hard time opening it, and it's going to be very dangerous. And then you're also going to have the second floor lunch key. And one thing that is not being marked as a key or safe is this little room here. It's called the red room, for which you need another key card. You're gonna see that on the market, that there are different type of key cards. Oh, before I forget, this room, this command room here, it has 2 entrances. Okay, you gotta learn that. You gotta learn that. You can enter the room here and also here. There are 2 different key cards. It's not that you cannot open both doors with the same key card. You can buy 2 different ones in the market. You just need to buy one, okay? And remember which door you need to use in order to enter. Before you open the door, please, every single time, check if anybody opened the other door, because you're gonna end up like opening the door. Where's my safe? Oh fuck, it's already open. Like, what the hell? And you're gonna feel ashamed. And why did I do that? Anyways, back to the second floor. So here in this room, you don't have a safe. However, you're gonna have nice weapons and equipment. But before you open the door, check what's available, because the guns are always different. Sometimes you can get, really, really good guns. MK14, AX sniper, MDR, M4, MPX, bunch of good stuff, or lots of good stuff. And then also in the containers in the room, you can have nice attachments, scopes, and these type of things. Let's go outside, check what safes we have outside. We have one safe on barn, which is, I think, relatively new. I don't recall having that in the past. It's an electric safe. I think it doesn't hold too much, too many valuable items, but you can try. I'm not using it. You have one safe here. I usually don't buy that, because I didn't tell you guys, but if I play Armory, I go into the Armory, like the bunker. I'm not playing outside. We have a gas station safe, and I think that's pretty much it. The other areas don't have safes. Anyways, let's talk about why I don't like to play outside. At the beginning, I said that from the radar station, you see kind of the whole map. And many of the players who are intentionally staying outside do it because they want to snipe. And it's not just early game when you see the people running. Some people are actually camping here throughout the whole game, because it can often happen that people are arriving late to the bunker or eventually exiting the bunker for any reason. These spots are really nice to do some sniping. You have other nice sniping spots, like I think this hill and this hill. So for example, from here you can actually see the gas station door. From this hill you can see people spawning, in this area. You can see also the gas station. From here you can see radar station. Also obviously the other way around. So at the back of radar station, there is a lot of crates and hills and bushes and everything. If you are an outside of Armory type of player, then you can actually hide here in this area and try to hunt down people spawning at the gas station or here. It really depends on your playstyle. And you can also look into the other direction, like this direction, because these teams are eventually going to go through barn and then this way, or they're going to decide to go radar station, or eventually they're going to run over to gas station and try to do a surprise attack on the gas station team. It can happen. This can all happen, and it's really hard to predict on how people are going to do that. So this is one of the challenges, but also the beauties of the map, that sniping is a common thing on Armory. So despite of the size of the map, it's small, still you're gonna face many snipers, even thermal players. It's a very likely thing to meet thermal players, especially if you're playing Forbidden, but even in lockdown version. In the Armory, it's kind of different, because people in the Armory, if you have multiple teams within the Armory, then it can happen. It often happens that you're gonna have campers, or not campers, people who are getting into the Armory and then holding angles. There are endless places in Armory where you can hide, crates, different corners, different stairs. you just have to get familiar with the map, with just spend some time within the armory, try to understand which are kind of the good places to hide. It can happen that you're going to cluelessly run into the armory and you see that the door is already opened. Everything seems to be very quiet and everything feels to be safe. You may think that they entered and already left, and then it can happen that you're going to have one player standing here overwatching the whole hallway. Maybe you're going to have another guy standing on the stairs, like watching through that opening or whatever that is where you can run through. You can eventually have someone standing in the middle area at the retro safe or next to it, because from there you can see people trying to enter mid. You can also watch this area and also the other side. This map is interesting in a way because you don't have just rats or just snipers. You have both. Okay, on Northridge we have mainly snipers. On TV Station we have mainly rats and less snipers. Here you have both outside snipers, inside campers, or people who are holding angles. Within the armory, I think it's pretty clear. It goes without saying that you need to fight the other teams who are entering. Sometimes it's just one team, sometimes two teams, sometimes two teams, and the third team is arriving later. But you need to have the control over the whole place, not just the specific floor. You need to own the bunker, the whole armory. Otherwise, you can easily get screwed. Once you have that, you can start looting, and then you can decide if you want to go outside. Usually people don't want to go outside because there is a specific extract within the bunker. I'm going to talk about that now, the extracts in general. So there is a switch on the second floor here in this room. If you flip that switch, then in the basement canal back here, there's going to be a boat. Okay? And that's the most common extract for people who are dominating and owning the bunker. It doesn't make sense for them to go outside. They get into the bunker, they kill everybody, they kill the bots and the boss and the guards and open all the safes. And then once they are done with looting, they just flip the switch and then go to the canal. It's not ideal to flip the switch if you still have enemy players, because it just takes them 10 up to 15 seconds to get to this location from any part of Armory. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to delete all of the arrows because I want to show you the extracts outside. So how should I start this? I'm going to start with the radio station. Within the radio station, bottom floor, like the lowest floor available, you have an extract. But in order to enable that, you have to run over to Armory, middle area, somewhere here. This is the main entrance. Yeah, it's going to be somewhere here. This is the room which I showed you. This. There's a switch. If you enable that switch, then it's going to do two things. It's going to enable the radar station extract, and it's also going to enable the mine extract. Okay, that single switch is going to enable both. I think you have 3 minutes to extract on radar station, and you have 5 minutes to extract here on the other side of the map at the mine. There's a twist, okay? Because this extract can only be used once. If anybody uses the switch, then yes, this extract is open for 3 minutes, but only once, okay? If you miss that, then you cannot extract here at the radio station anymore. And mine, 5 minutes, you can use that anytime. So if the 5-minute timer is over, then you can again pull the switch and then again enable the mine extract. Whenever you do that, just don't be surprised that the bots are gonna pop up at radio station and also along the way to mine, and then also at mines. The other option is not too ideal because depending on your spawn, you're gonna have a no backpack extract on the two sides of the map. You can use them basically anytime at any given time, but it's no backpack. If you can get a lucky kill on the map, picking up the armor and the weapon of your enemy, then you might be considering extracting with the no backpack, because many people are running T5 juicy guns, and then in that case you don't need a backpack. This is a different strategy, but I think it's not the most commonly used. So you either want to extract that radio station or eventually mine if you are missing that. But this, again, as I told you, this is more of a fallback option, because the primary team, the team who is dominating the map, they're going to be the ones using Canal. Pretty much covered everything. Maybe you're going to still have tons of questions. Feel free to share them in the comments. But I truly hope that I could give you like at least a good insight on what to expect in Armory or what's going on in Armory. And guys, good luck. It's not an easy map. It's, I think, as hard as TV Station, but in a different way. So again, good luck, stay safe, meet you in Kimona. Ciao, bye.